Wabash Valley residents are under a boil order tonight after a large water leak.
The problem was discovered early this morning when police noticed water coming out of the ground.
Crews in Brazil, Indiana worked all day to fix this problem. News 10's Dan Klein is live in the studio with the very latest. Dan?
Well, some good news to report. Less than an hour ago, crews were finally able to reach the leak and put a clamp on it. Now, with massive amounts of water leaking out and poor ground conditions, it took almost 8 hours to fix. Now, that means water worries for 4,600 customers in the city of Brazil, along with the towns of Knightsville, Harmony, Carbon, and Centerpoint, because they buy their water from Brazil. The problem all came from a hole in an 8-inch pipe underneath National Avenue where it intersects Sherfy Street next to the Riddell National Bank. There were a half dozen water utility employees working with a backhoe, several water pumps, and that large gaping hole. After more than 6 hours of work, they still did not know how big the hole was.
There's a sewer right in the middle of the line, right in the middle of the road. The sand and the gravel, we take one bucket out, two slides back in. So we're having trouble with that, getting down to where we can get a clamp on the hole.
Crews had first made a hole in Sherfy Street earlier today, hoping the problem was due to a hole in a smaller line. Rawbeck says the hole is probably weather-related and most likely had been there for several days. Now, first there were some sub-freezing temperatures last week, then it warmed up to more than 60 degrees and then quickly went back to freezing. Even with the hole fixed, there is a boil order in effect until further notice for 4,600 water customers in Brazil, as well as the towns of Knightsville, Harmony, Carbon, and Centerpoint. Rawbeck is thankful the problem was fixed. He was worried it would take until late in the night because of ground conditions. Mark?
Thank you, Dan. Of course, as soon as we are told the boil order is lifted, we'll pass that information on. You can go to our website at WTHI-TV.com anytime to get the latest.